Yukmouth.
Yo.
Big Spliffington Wood. This is how the man roll, you did.
And it's Kuzzo Fly from the Luniz. This is how I roll.
Alright, well, it's the kid Yukmouth, you know what I mean? AKA the Ayatollah, AKA the goddamn Godzilla himself, man. You feel me? Of the Luniz.
This Kuzzo Fly, Regime My BMF Switch Gang, man. You know what I'm saying? From the Luniz.
Okay, is it in the box? Grinder, we need a new grinder. Jaws grinder. You know what I mean?
Grinder.
Big boy Jaws grinder.
Premium Cannabis.
Big boy Oh.
What is it, Triangle Mix?
Bye-bye.
Come on, man, you heard me when I said it. You know, Regime My BMF Switch Gang. This that Southwest T, man.
Oh,
that's that
shit.
BMF right there, man.
Oh, man, we got the
Southwest
Southwest T.
man.
Loyalty,
Loyalty.
this motherfucker, man.
Loyalty before royalty.
I think I want to tie this.
Let's try that, man.
That shit look live right there, boy.
Okay,
got
T.
some gas.
Okay. All right. 3-letter.
Black Mafia medicine.
Yeah.
Medicated. Nah, bro, what are you doing, man? Put that in the jars.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Swam
Bring it
bam,
down.
man.
Go
All right, man. First, man, you want to break the weed down in a grinder, preferably a jars grinder. You want to bust it down in a grinder because you want the weed to be even when you smoking, so you don't have no holes in the shit, so you don't have no, you know what I mean, big ass buzz that just stopping the you know what I mean, the smoke flow. You know what I mean? You can have a clog in the pipe, so you gotta, you know, make sure the shit is evened out, right?
What's your choice? Royal Wood?
Royal motherfucking wood, right? This is a natural. This is a royal wood, right?
I'm gonna try y'all jars papers.
It's called natural leaf. This Royal Blunt natural leaf, right? So he like rolling Zags. I like rolling the natural leaf. You know what I mean? So boom. A lot of people, they fuck up, right? Because they split the shit in the middle like a fucking Philly blunt or Swisher Sweet. You don't do that. You follow the stem down to the bottom. You grab at the bottom and unravel the motherfucker. You unravel, just like it was rolled up, you unravel that bitch, right? Dump your guts, preferably in a bag, but I just dumped it on the grass. Boom, here goes the motherfucking boy, right? But people who don't know how to roll this motherfucker, it rolls itself right back on up. Watch this. I'm gonna do it from this way. This bitch just rolls itself right on back up.
Right back up.
Look, this bitch rolls itself right on back up, right?
Easy peasy.
Boom, you got the wood right there. You ain't got to do too much. It rolls itself back on up. It rolls itself back up. So all you got to do is just boom. Just start from the side. Just take it down and just boom, fill him up and then bow. Let him roll on back up.
Facts.
Rolling back on up, looping back up, lick him all woo wop wop bow.
Facts.
And you got your premium roll backwood.
Instant.
What thing? How you do your Zags, man?
I stick them together. You know, I take 2 Zags, stick them together. I already did that, my fault. Then I rip off the bottom part of the extra Zag. So then you ain't got all that paper. Boom. Now you got a nice little ooh-ah. You feel me? This a nice bop.
Thick enough to roll.
Thick enough to put an eighth with them. They're a whole good boy.
Yeah. Spliffing time.
That's what.
Spliffing time, man.
Spliffing time, man.
Big spliffing time, man. Yeah.
So that's enough right there. So you see right here how my fingers, so you put that much weed in there and then flip him. So we finna do it right now. We finna roll up. My Uncle Earl used to roll these. He called them thumbs. He said, man, my joint gotta be as thick as my thumb. I ain't smoking it. See, it still look like my finger in there. You feel me? Like a thumb. Instant action, Jackson. Now, I ain't never rolled with these rice things. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna do this right here. You know what I'm saying? A little more back. Right
you ain't got no tip on your?
Nah, I mean, you know, when I
with the wood, you live across the top.
With the 200s, if you had the 200 papers that's a little longer, I'll put a tip in there. But when you sticking the two together, you don't need no tip because there's so much tree. When you flip it, it ain't gonna be all. You know what I'm saying? But don't put it, if it's a pinhead, it's gonna do that. You gonna get shake all in your mouth.
So here we go with the wood, y'all.
Watch him. Watch him.
This motherfucker, boy, you're stuffing to the
Stuffington.
stuff.
Stuffington.
Stuffington, my man. Stuffington. Curl that bitch up just like how that bitch was rolled up.
Bow.
Curl them, curl them, curl them. Curl them, curl them, curl them on up. I got a hold of it.
Bow. Bow. Thumbington, man. That's how you roll that right there. Quick Thumbington. You know what
Big
I'm saying?
stiff me out them.
Yeah, Spliffington.
Spliffing
Quick,
top,
man. You know, you do that like that.
You put the little smash down on the top, man, yo.
You blow it like that, get the cherry going nice and even.
Yeah, you don't want to be hitting on leaf, man, and motherfucking zag, man.
Right
You burn all that off the top, man, and then if it ain't white ash,
it's trash.
it's trash, man. You see all that good white ash? That means the Southwest tea is good.
See how that's all even? It ain't burning, you get the joint, it be ran down and it burnt all the way down there and the weed all fucked up.
Ooh. Okay, I ain't mad at that.
That's some gas.
Southwest, I ain't mad at this,
we ain't
bro.
mad at that. Salute.
Never.
You
You can't.
25 to go half with a nigga for a $50 aim. At least
can't-
at the minimum, 25,
Yeah, you need
20
25
on it.
yeah,
You can't do
25
five shit. It's some $10 shake bags. You can go buy and get a fucking joint of shake one of them dusty ass pre-rolls.
$5 can't get you a pack of woods, my
Fucking
nigga.
shit,
Five
you
can't get
what
you
the fuck
shit.
you gonna do with $5?
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
You might can get a pack of Zags, maybe.
If that,
If
nigga.
that, you ain't getting nothing to put in it. Like, what
Nah,
the fuck?
man. So we made that shit when we was young because back
But
in the day.
motherfuckers understand the concept.
Back in the
Shit.
day, though, like I'm gonna break it down. Back in the day,
That shit'll
you
go a
couldn't-
long way.
You couldn't buy weight, like how they sell you an eighth or they sell you a quarter and a half. And they wasn't doing that in the street. You spend $100, you're gonna get 10 sacks, 11 because you spent the 100. They're gonna give you one more sack because you spent the 100. You'll
Bag
get 10
about this
sacks,
big.
little ass bags. So we're pitching in on 10 sack bags. No
Literally.
matter what you
Literally.
spend, you can spend
200.
200. You're getting 22 bags.
And I'm
22
from Richmond.
10 bags.
We used to drive
You're not
from
getting
Richmond
that.
to
You're
Oakland.
not getting a half ounce or an ounce. You couldn't buy that on the street.
They had the best weed in
You know what I
Oakland.
mean?
We
So,
used to drive from
They
Richmond
had
to Oakland
turfs,
to
like
get weed.
weed spots that
And it-
sell 20 bags and 10 bags.
And 10 bags.
With lines down the block,
Right.
like nigga cars, like nigga like a drive-through. Everybody lined up,
Waiting to get weed.
waiting to get weed and buying sack per sack.
Sack.
One little ass 10 sack. You roll that bitch.
I'm so high.
All four
All
of
of
us
us
like,
both loaded in the
like,
car,
like
slow.
sleepy.
We had
Loaded.
$9, cuz had the whip. We had a bucket. We get him $5 for gas. We had $8 and another $1 to get the
So
blunt.
now you see what a 5 on the concept.
$5
Because in
for gas to
Oakland,
get you.
when we is little, you had to put it on the gas. You had to put it on the 40 ounce.
That was
Remember
the
40
something.
ounces? You had to put it on the
$5.
Hennessy.
Yeah.
$5. Two,
$5
three
was
niggas put
it.
it on the Hennessy
We
like
good.
5.
That's
Yo,
a
crew.
sack in a bottle.
Yeah, we niggas
We
pitching on the
lit.
gas. 4 niggas
We
get on the
lit.
gas. We got $20 in the gas tank. Everybody was pitching in.
Yeah, Oakland
so
had the best
it wasn't
weed.
just for weed. It's just for
To
everything
get to the
we was
weed,
doing as
the
little
blunt,
niggas.
and the drink. Real talk. $20 was a good day.
Back in the day, you couldn't talk about weed. So we had to change a lot of words and dumb it down. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't say weed on the radio. Like, nowadays, you could talk about Percocet, you talk about weed,
Cocaine,
you know,
shit,
all
whatever.
type
You
of
don't
shit,
give a
right?
fuck. I just
But
heard,
back
you know,
then,
people-
you couldn't do it. Man, we is blessed to have a classic, you know, that's like striking lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean? To have a classic, man. A lot of people can make a hit, but to make a classic, that shit is like lightning in a bottle. We knew we made that shit in '93, so we held on to it for 2 years. So we knew when we made it, it was one to one. Shout out to Mike Marshall. I wrote the hook, and Numb thought of the whole concept of I got 5 on it. Like, let's make a song about going to buy the weed. Like, everybody talking about they high, but what did it take to get high?
Get out.
You know what I mean? Then I made the hook. And then Tone Capone was like, yo, you know, that sound cool, but, you know what I mean, I'm gonna get my people to sing on this motherfucker. And we didn't know who we had to sing, so we left the studio. We came back, it had the hook on it, and it ended up being Mike Marshall from Time X Social Club, who is, you know what I mean, part of, you know, Club Nouveau. That's the same clique. You know what I mean? He sung the hook instead of me rapping the hook. And that changed the whole vibe. I was rapping the hook. I got 5 on it. Grab your 4-0, let's get keyed. I got 5 on it. Fucking with that endo weed. I got 5 on it. They're like, nah, nigga. That nigga put that, I got 5. Like, yeah.
I got 5 on it. Grab your 4, let's get keyed. I got 5.
Like, he just splashed that shit. Mike Marshall put the drip on that shit. So, Tone Capone, man, that was Tone Capone idea. That's Tone Capone homeboy. So the guy who made the beat, that was his homie. He called the play on that one. Yeah.
Shout out
Thank
that
you,
loyalty, man. Thank you, man.
Thanks for the interview, man. Luniz, man, live at the 420 Cannabis Festival, mate. Performing live tomorrow, man.
History, man.
Da-da-da.